All right, we are live and it's early, y'all. Sunday morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all, we had an amazing time last night at Bar Brittany's networking event. If you missed it, you missed out because we had a great time. And we are back this morning with our social media strategist. Sophia Tompkins is in the building early.
Exactly.
She is here early for coffee and conversation. I got my coffee cup. Okay, we got our coffee cups. So we here to have some conversations about growing your social media influence, growing your social media accounts, and growing your business online. We know right now that there are people who are becoming millionaires and billionaires online. That's because they have a marketing strategy that's helping them become influencers and grow their business. So, Sophia, can you tell us who you are and can you tell us more about what it is that you do that can help us grow our businesses online?
Sure, I sure can. So I'm Sophia, also known as Think the CEO, all things Think the CEO. And what I do is I basically take new and existing businesses and I enhance their business via whether it's social media, whether it's logos, whether it's websites, their marketing from start to finish. And what I like to call that is my stink. So allow me to put my stink on you. And it's a matter of with social media and strategy and things of that nature. It's just a matter of how you put these things together. Just like Kiara said, a content strategy. Most major influencers or micro influencers, yes, they do have a strategy that they follow.
Yes, and I know talking about strategy, we were just talking about how every day I'm very consistent with posting. As you ladies, you guys have to be very consistent when you're posting on social media because people don't even know that you exist if you don't post what it is that you do on social media, right? So can you tell us, because I know you have, it's called the PACE method. Can you tell us just a little bit about the PACE method,
Okay,
your
so
strategy?
the PACE method is actually my method. And a lot of people ask, well, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you stay so consistent? How do you do your content? How do you do this? And how do you do that? And how do you, so the PACE method, I decided to do the PACE method, which is an ebook that will eventually come out, but I am going to actually teach it to you. So the PACE method is the method that I use to do my content strategy, to keep myself consistent, and for my content and my calendar and management of my social media.
Yes. And one of the things that she talks about in the PACE method, like I said, is planning your content. She also talks about knowing your niche market, knowing who your audience is, knowing who you are targeting. A lot of people are just running around blind, just targeting everybody. Everybody is
Mhm.
not your market. So you have to narrow down who your market is. Can you tell us more about that?
Okay, so with niche marketing, yes, you do have to know your demographic. You do have to know your target audience because yes, you might have a product, you might have a service, and yes, as an entrepreneur, you think, oh, everybody needs my services, everybody needs my products. That is not the case because some people, you got Mary Kay folks, you got Mac folks. Those are two different customers. You have iPhone folks, and you have them other folks. Those are not your customer. So you have to be able to determine your audience because you have to know where to go. You have to, what is like to call it in the industry, find your tribe. Once you find your tribe will follow you wherever you need to go.
Yes, exactly. And that's why I love Pretty Ladies with Ambition. I feel like they my tribe. I feel like I'm their tribe. Like I feel like we just get each other, right? So
Mhm.
like just like our meditations, we have our Bible study prayer meetings, like we have our events, like our cocktail hours, like we all just get each other, And I felt like that's just my tribe. That's
Mhm.
our tribe. So you can find your tribe right here on social media, but it's just about how you effectively market your business.
Mhm. It sure is.
Yeah. So, what are some of the results you've gotten from some of your clients?
Okay, so with my enhancements, oftentimes it's a shock to the system, so to speak. Somebody can tell that I've done the work. Oh, what's going on with your marketing? Oh my gosh, that is new. So it increases impressions, it increases views, and it increases follows when you follow a structured guide and when you stay consistent. So I've had when I've done previous interviews with you, we've been able to see the results that came instantaneously from simple tips of using your TikTok for Instagrams to your reels. Those different simple tips, these are all things that go into your social media content strategy.
Yes, and so at the end of this, you want to stay to the end because we're going to be hosting a marketing strategy webinar. And like she mentioned, impressions. You'll learn like what is an impression, right? What are insights, right? Like how do we find out about this information? And Sophia has a blueprint guide to branding and marketing your business online. I know for me, I had a Instagram. No, what was it? It was it a real? No, it was a TikTok, an Instagram TikTok that I put on. It was a TikTok I put on Instagram Reels, and I got 2,000 views just from that little tip she gave to take my TikTok and put it on my Instagram Reel. So she definitely has a strategy. She helps me with my marketing strategy, and she is definitely a good person to go to as far as having a marketing strategist. So one more thing, can you give us 3 quick tips to help grow our social media? Just 3.
Okay, so we'll give that first one that we've been giving out the whole time. Repurpose your content. If you post something on TikTok, post it to your Instagram Reels. You don't have to think about anything to put in your content strategy. It's already there. So that's what tip number one. As far as your branding, make sure all of your platforms are the same. You can Google Stink the CEO right now, and all of my stuff will come up. Why? Because I branded it as Stink the CEO. So make sure you stay consistent with your branding. Brand colors. Pick your brand colors that you love and market yourself under those brand colors. And those are some three little small tips of how you can create your content and keep yourself branded.
Yes, I love that. So let's talk more about this webinar that we have coming up. So this webinar is going to be hosted on Friday, September 17th, and it's going to be from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And you are going to be able to learn how to grow your social media accounts. You're going to learn how to become an influencer on social media with a social media strategy, right? So it's going to be September 17th. And after this, we're going to leave the link in this video. We're going to leave it and we're going to post the flyer. So you guys can definitely show up and attend, right? So can you
Right.
tell us a little bit more about what we'll be talking about?
Okay, so we actually will go over the PACE method. I'm going to give you my strategy. I'm going to give you my method. I'm going to show you how to get your content. I'm going to show you how to plan it. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to give you the PACE method. It's a step-by-step guide on how to create consistent marketing when it comes to content marketing. There's so much when it comes to marketing that a lot of people don't think about. You have content creator and you have social media manager. These are 2 different roles. I'm going to show you how to do both. It's 2 different roles, but I'm going to show you how to do both. And you can do it or you can hire somebody to do it. And also, in this webinar, I'm actually going to give you the content blueprint as a gift.
Yeah, so you're going to get everything you need. But the biggest thing that I found with social media is just staying consistent and staying focused, because it's easy to get distracted on social media because it's just so many people, so many products, so many business. But if you stay focused on you and your business and your goal and helping the people. And we're going to help you with that, finding your niche market that you were called to do. You'll be very, very, very successful with
Yes,
this webinar and this marketing strategy, right?
right. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You will be successful. In the words of one of my friends, her name is Stacy Christine. She always says, "Abundance is your birthright," but you have to take the first step. You've got to take the first step. So we can take that first step with your social media marketing.
Yes. So we will see you guys next Friday at 6:30 p.m., 6:30 to 8. We're going to be hosting a masterclass, a webinar by Think the CEO, Sophia Tompkins, and she's going to give us our social media blueprint. Okay?
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to leave with the ladies about marketing before we leave?
Ladies, stay consistent. That has been the word. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. That's your key. In order for you to use your key, you got to step up to the door.
Absolutely. Even when I don't feel like it, I just move past
Mhm,
whatever that emotion is and I
mhm.
still post. I still show up and do a video. I still show up and meditate. I still show up and work out. It's about showing up for yourself, because when people see that you're showing up for yourself and you're showing up for your business, then they know that you are going to show up for them.
Yeah.
Okay?
So, so since you said that, on those days when you don't feel good, when you don't feel like posting, you don't do anything, after you do it, how do you feel? After you've
Right.
pushed through, how do you feel? You feel
It's all
accomplished.
about the push through.
You feel accomplished. You feel established. You've still done something for your business. You still made that step for your business. You have still completed the consistency portion.
Mhm.
And it's all about the push through. Again, all you have to do is take the first step. All you have to do is step up to the door. Put the key in the door, turn it, open the door. Turn your passion into your purpose.
And that's what we're here to do, to help you stay focused, help you stay consistent, help you gain clarity, help you get some customers, help you
Yeah.
get some views, help you brand yourself, help your websites to all look alike, your logos, and everything. And Sophia Tompkins, Think the CEO, she's going to help you guys do that. So we're
Yeah.
going to drop some information after this video, and we'll see you at the webinar next Friday. Thanks for showing up, ladies.
Bye, guys.